Hi guys, we're the Tattoo Teachers.
Yes, we are.
Today our topic is first week of school.
First week of school. We kind of talked about
that.
Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back to Kane, who we're babysitting. Welcome back. First week of school, and a lot of things going on. Probably seems pretty chaotic to everyone involved.
We'll talk more about that in a minute.
We will.
Hi guys, Tattoo Teachers here.
Thinking about all of you out there sweating to this first week of school and all the things that need to be done and all the things that aren't getting done, and you're panicked about it.
And we slept late this morning.
Yes, we did.
Because as you've heard from our other videos, we are now retired.
Yes, we are. And we are not regretting not being out there in the midst of all the chaos and everything.
But we still want you to have a great year.
Yeah.
We still want your kids, your parents, teachers, everybody. We want y'all to have a great year at school, and just here to provide a little bit of our experiences and knowledge with you to help hopefully make your first week of school go smoothly.
And since we've been, or are, parents, and we've been classroom teachers and counselor and administrator, there's not much of this first week that we haven't seen from all sides, from all perspectives.
That's right.
So, step one, first day of school, you drop your child or children off,
Or put them on the bus.
Or put them on the bus. Hopefully, you're about to get ironed out what the best bus schedule is, where the pickup is, and where the drop-off is. I know it varies. Some places have just a central location near our neighborhood where all the kids in that little area get dropped off and then they walk on. Some places will actually pick up children at their front door. So whatever your situation is, hopefully you know what that schedule is. If you don't, you need to figure it out pretty quickly.
Call the school, talk to somebody at the school about what time, where your child will be picked up if they're picked up by bus, where you drop them off if you're a parent that's going to drop the kid off.
But please understand that a lot of the supplies that maybe your homeroom teacher asked for do not have to be there necessarily on the very first day, because some of these materials are going to be used throughout the year. So just kind of take your time, pace it, bring a little bit of a time. Your teachers will understand. If they don't understand, tell them to get in touch with me. I'll explain it to them, as I had to do sometimes with some of our folks. There's no sin in bringing a little bit at a time.
That's right.
So anyhow, and parents probably, especially if, I don't know if probably some of the upper elementary grades may have lockers, middle school almost certainly, high school certainly, but for your upper elementary grades that may have lockers and middle school students, probably a good idea to maybe go up before school starts or go up at the end of the day with a tape measure and see just how much footage space you have available.
And girls, I know you brought those cute little chandeliers or whatever you buy to put in your lockers. But you know, after that first week or so of school, all that's going to be chaos and probably a waste of money.
And broken and everything else.
So, but you need to have room for those books. You know, keep it to the bare minimum.
Yeah. First priority is space for the books and your materials and your book bag. Fill that up, see what you can get in there and how you can arrange it. And then if you have extra space that you can, fixer-upper on, then go for it. If you want to put a little mirror in there, that's fine, or a little place to hang some pictures, that's fantastic. Maybe create a little space on the door of the locker as it opens up. It's usually got some little louvered vents in there where you can hang something with your schedule on it. And just for those first few days, you may be a little confused about what class is next or what room number it is, whatever, and have that in there. Next thing, those of you that have lockers that will require combination locks, please do not get into a panic. Parents, teachers, please reassure your students that it's going to take them a little while. It'll take some a little longer than others to learn how to use a combination. Some of you have schools that have lockers that have built-in locks in the doors. Some, the schools provide the locks, and others allow the child to bring their own lock. I don't know that there's one system that's better than another.
But you will need time to learn that combination, and you're not the only one.
Right.
There are other kids that have never done a combination lock, and you'll have time to get it down pat, and you'll be an old pro at it before you know it.
Absolutely, just takes practice. Some schools have even sent. There's an app that you can look at online that will help you practice that. I know my old school, they sent out a thing a week or so ago to help new students learn how to use a combination lock. So I was happy to see that. That's a good thing. I guess the next thing is lunch money. We kind of talked about this in another video, and please be sure that you have lunch money for these first few days. Even if you're going to be on free and reduced, have the form with you, or have a copy of the form if you can get that. Mom or dad, give it to your kid to show the cafeteria ladies, because they're probably still learning who everybody is in the lunch line. And they have those forms on file somewhere, but those first few days in the cafeteria are just nightmarish, because all the kids, feel like they have to go in there and pile up at one time and line up. In elementary, they probably do, because they don't give them much of a choice. Some of the upper grades, middle school and high school, you can kind of take your time, and the kids haven't figured out yet that they can sit and relax, wait for the line to go down, and then go and get in line. But anyhow, please be sure you have lunch money. Parents, hopefully you've already put money into that account.
And some places you can pay online your lunch money.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic if you can do that.
Have that capability in your district.
Please stay on top of that, because at the end of the school year, if those fees aren't paid, that has to come out of the school account, and that's costly, and it's just
Can't tell you how many checks this one's written at the end of the year to pay all those lunch fees off. And then during the year, we always, all teachers do that. So all teachers give lunch money throughout the year. But anyway,
in some cases are extreme, but most of it, guys, you can handle that. So if you would take care of that, if not, you're probably going to get a call from a mean cafeteria lady, or from a cafeteria lady that sounds mean. She's probably not.
I know.
If you're bringing lunch, please be sure it's sealed well. If it's in a locker, especially, I really discourage you sending liquids in a thermos, because that little lunch box or lunch bag is going to get knocked around quite a bit, and it will create spills. Some schools don't allow food in the lockers because of ants and other pests that will be attracted to them. So check the rules before you do that.
And some schools don't have a microwave available, so you might want to check on that, and maybe not send anything that has to be microwaved if your school doesn't have student access to it.
Don't let packaging fool you. Just because it's packaged cute doesn't mean it's going to be allowable. So check that before you send it. Having some little snacks is not a bad idea. Some little goldfish or something for your child to have in the middle of the morning, or some grapes, something maybe kind of elevate that glucose a little bit. Check with your school. Be sure that if they allow water, if your child can keep a bottle of water in the locker or close by, if you're not too sure about the water fountain situation. Water's good. Water speeds oxygen to the brain, and that's a good thing. If your child's riding a bus, fantastic. If you're picking up your child, please do so in a reasonable amount of time, and be sure your child knows. If you're going to be late, try to let them know ahead of time. Call the school and let them know. There are personnel that have to be out there with the child to a certain time, and their day doesn't necessarily end, when that last bell rings. We want our kids to get home safely, and so, I've stood around for quite a few hours waiting for someone to come pick up a kid. I wasn't obligated to stay after a certain time, but I always did, or always made sure someone did. Usually it was me. But try to get on up there and get your child. If you can't, call and let them know that you're going to be late, so there's not a lot of guessing and a kid isn't stressed because you're not there.
Encourage your child to befriend kids at the lunch in the cafeteria, especially on those first few days. There's going to be new students, and your child might be a new student, but still encourage your kid to befriend others that are that look a little lost in the cafeteria.
Absolutely, and friends are good to have, and it's good to share the joys of education and sometimes the miseries of education, the few that there are. But anyhow, make those arrangements. We'll have another video coming up soon about the things that your child can be doing after school activities, if they're involved in athletics, or things you can be doing with them, or arrangements you can make for them. Please like, please subscribe, please share this, get that word out. And as always, we appreciate your time, appreciate you viewing. Hope you have a great first week of school. We're thinking about you. And just don't call and wake us up. It's almost nap time.
See ya.
See ya.